Listen. I don't give a fuck about his question. Only one China, okay? 一个中国。
Guys. One second.
They're talking about the bullshit. They're talking about the whole bullshit.
You make me sick to us. You make me sick.
Do you dare to criticize CCP in Times Square?
You speak in front of the government, just like what you do here, and then you see what you get.
Before that, I have a requirement that my face is all clear, but he has a mask. I don't want.
You know why? Because I'm afraid of your government laying finger.
You're afraid of my government.
It's
happening everywhere.
You can speak Chinese, but you're afraid of Chinese government.
So you're from China, mainland China?
Yes.
And you don't support the Hong Kongers?
Of course not. Hong Kong is part of China forever, from a history and from a fact. Yeah.
So let me ask you, so they've got 5 demands. Are you against their demands?
Of course.
Which demand?
What is 5 demands?
1, retract the extradition bill. 2nd, to retract the riot characterization of the protests. 3rd, to release all the protesters for protesting. 3rd, have an independent investigation team regarding the police brutality. And 5th, universal suffrage and democracy.
Which demand don't you agree with?
Well, because I'm not sure I can speak for all my fellow Chinese, but for me, I don't support separation of Hong Kong.
We don't understand why they want to become independent.
Only one China, okay? 一个中国。
I like Hong Kong actually, but I don't like this independence stuff. It's really stupid.
But they're saying to me that it's not about independence. They're saying that it's about the 5 demands. Do you have a problem with the 5 demands?
I don't really know what you're talking about.
No, they want to become Hong Kong.
When they say free Hong Kong, they're talking about the rioters and the police. They're not talking about independence. Most of them tell me they don't want independence.
But Chinese doesn't do anything to
The extradition bill is interfering.
Extradition bill can apply to the world.
Separation is not even on the table. The 5 demands. Which one of the 5 demands do you have a problem with?
I'm all for peaceful protests. So like for the first few weeks, they're making their points. I'm okay with that.
I don't think it's good. It's a good thing to withdraw the bill.
The complete withdrawal of the proposed extradition bill. Support?
Oh, yes.
None of these are asking for an independent state. Would you be okay with the 5 demands?
No.
No? Just no? How long does it take to kill an extradition bill?
Yes. How long does it take?
It'd take about 10 minutes.
Do you agree with me? Do you agree? It's not going to be 10 seconds.
What he say, if you withdraw the bill, then we have more time to discuss on both sides. If you agree Hong Kong needs to stop the unrest, we need to come to senses. We need to come to senses. Withdraw the bill. Let both sides to work together.
If you look at the protests from last 2 months, the people they attack the police, and even police didn't use any violence, didn't use anything.
The government to withdraw the use of the word riot concerning the protests in general.
Oh, I don't think that's something I don't agree with.
An independent inquiry into the police. Do you agree with that?
Inquiry, yes, but inquiry, not just
independent inquiry into the police. You support that?
Clarify independent.
A third party. So someone that has
third party.
So it can't be the police.
It can't be
the police.
Essentially, listen to me.
Inquiry into themselves.
Saying that by saying third party, it can't be Chinese.
Well, there's a lot of people in jail for.
Because they are criminals. They are in jail. If you are normal people, why you have to go to the jail?
In China, there's no one in jail for political dissent.
No, you are not Chinese.
I'm asking you. It's a question.
I don't know. I'm just a normal people. I live with happy life.
Unconditional release of the protesters and their charge of job.
If they committed crime.
What about the white shirts? Remember the white shirts? The gangs that went around bashing the protesters. None of them were charged.
That's not your claim.
No, I'm asking you.
But that's not the claim. You're asking me whether I'm all for the claim.
You're saying depends what they did. You're saying depending what they did, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did you see
anyone on both sides of the front, if they did something wrong, they should be charged with the crime they've done.
And I think protesters for pro-Hong Kong would agree with you on that.
I'm born in mainland China, we got newspaper, we got news, we got a bunch of things, but we don't know that. We don't know what the fuck is 896事.
What do you watch?
I watch
China's state broadcast.
arrest statement.
Should we trust that?
Should we not? So what's the question you're
The communist government is known for not.
So the point you're making is, as long as communist, it's no good.
Do you have freedoms in communist?
Of course, we have free. We can say anything as long as you don't against the government. Why you have to against the government? Is that we don't want to involve political things.
Do you dare to criticize CCP in Times Square? Do you have the right to have a rally in Times Square?
Is it?
That's all. Straightforward answer the question.
Okay, do you have the right to that's a good, fair question. Do you have the right to rally in the square today?
Okay, so we're allowed to rally here is because it's a venue for
No.
My question.
In Australia, you can rally wherever you want. That's freedom.
Can you?
Anywhere. You can rally anywhere you want in Australia.
If they want to have a rally, they have to apply. Same as.
No, you don't have to apply in Australia. You can. We can set up a rally tomorrow.
You have to apply.
You don't have to apply.
To answer my question.
So just answer this question. Can you rally in China?
Listen. I don't give a fuck about his question. Only one China, okay? 一个中国。
Do these people ask for another China? Are any of these people asking for independence? Are any of them asking for independence? None of them are asking that. I love Australia, but if I don't like the government, I can say I don't like the government. Can you do that?
I love my government. I like my country. I don't have to against them. I don't have to.
I know you don't have to, but can you? Can you criticize the communist government in China?
I can do that.
Can you do that without getting?
No, I'm still here.
No, when you're there, can you go to China and criticize the communist government?
In what way?
Basically, people can't say what they feel. They haven't got any freedoms.
But they don't agree with that.
The Uyghurs, they can't even have they have a photo of them praying. They're in a concentration camp for a year. So
I know that.
Yeah, I know.
But they're telling me that they have freedoms. They just don't want to use them.
That's why you can't argue against it. Like, you know, it's a stupid argument.
Welcome to China. Welcome to Beijing.
You'll take me to Beijing and I can say what I want about the government there and I'm not going to have a problem?
Of course. You can try if you don't believe it.
But that's not the question.
What the question is?
The question is, if you want to, if you feel like the government has done something wrong to you, can you criticize?
The question is, if we want to, if we feel to, but now we don't feel we want to criticize our country.
How many people in China? 1.4 billion. You're telling me 1.4 billion people are happy and don't want to march and rally?
If you wanna 1.4 billion,
I come from a family of 17. They're not happy.
Yeah, you can ask
1.4 billion people, no chance. I can stand here and tell you right now that I think the Australian Prime Minister is a piece of shit. Can you do that in communist China?
If on the street of China, I can still do that.
If it's on a street of China. Hong Kongers are very nervous of having such an extradition bill with mainland China. That I can understand. They're scared of the communist government. Can you?
I think that is other business, other things.
I told you.
If the majority of Hong Kong want the extradition bill, should they get it?
Wait a
yes
second.
Or no?
Wait a second. During the
You should not use your prejudice against Communist Party to form your point of view. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying to read from both.
I'm reading the 5 demands. The 5 demands are very reasonable.
What I'm saying is that you refuse to read the Chinese state media because it's controlled by
corrupt.
I agree with one country, two system.
Yep.
That's what I'm agreeing with. And as to the specifics, I can't say for sure because I'm not a politician.
I think you actually agree with 3.5 out of 5, and I tell you now, if the Chinese government took your position, I think most of the Hong Kongers would walk home after that. The extradition bill is the most important one to them.
It is.
Which means it's a good thing. We can agree on something together.
That's what's really interesting here.
I would shake hands, but not shake hands would be great.
Guys, we are a tiny news team here at TR.News and we don't have big funding. We do not have the funding of communist China. We have nothing. We have you guys. That's it. So please go to TR.News/support to help us out. Love ya.